Why does a boundary-free relationship often collapse? Imagine a relationship where nothing is off-limits, and there are no clear rules about what is acceptable or not. At first, it might seem freeing, but over time, this lack of boundaries can cause serious problems. Boundaries are like invisible lines that help protect your personal space, feelings, and health. They define what you are comfortable with and how you want to be treated. Without these limits, partners can become confused about expectations, which leads to emotional chaos and unmet needs. This confusion can make trust and intimacy harder to maintain. In terms of sexual health and communication, boundaries are essential. They help partners openly discuss their needs, preferences, and concerns about sexually transmitted infections or reproductive health. When boundaries are missing, people might feel unable to speak up about safe sex practices or their health worries. This can lead to misunderstandings and risky behaviors, increasing the chance of transmitting infections or experiencing unwanted pregnancies. One reason relationships without boundaries often fail is emotional overwhelm. Some individuals may have a history of boundary issues, especially if they experience trauma early in life. This can make it difficult for them to recognize or express their needs, leading to feelings of shame or guilt when they try to communicate. As a result, intimacy might feel threatening instead of comforting. Another issue is the lack of clear communication and consent. Boundaries serve as a framework for honest conversations about desires, limits, and health concerns. Without them, partners might avoid discussing important topics like contraception, STD testing, or sexual history. This avoidance can cause mistrust and increase health risks. When boundaries are absent, roles within the relationship can become unclear. Partners may not know who is responsible for certain tasks or how to support each other. This role confusion can cause emotional stress and reduce overall satisfaction. It can also make it harder to handle conflicts respectfully. Boundaries help regulate disagreements and ensure that each person's autonomy is respected. Without them, conflicts can escalate quickly, leading to disrespect and emotional damage. External influences can also have a bigger impact on boundary-free relationships. Without clear limits, outside parties or conflicts can intrude on the relationship, weakening trust and connection. This makes it harder for partners to stay emotionally close and supportive. From a sexual health perspective, boundaries are critical for negotiating safer sex. They empower partners to insist on condom use, regular testing, and honest discussions about sexual history. When boundaries are missing, people may feel unable to advocate for their health needs, which increases the risk of sexually transmitted infections. In summary, boundaries are not barriers but protective tools that foster healthy communication, respect, and safety. Without them, relationships often fall apart because emotional confusion, unmet needs, and health risks grow. Establishing and respecting clear boundaries helps create a stable, trusting environment where both partners can thrive emotionally and physically. For anyone in a relationship, it's important to remember that boundaries support not just emotional well-being but also reproductive and sexual health. Always seek guidance from healthcare professionals for personalized advice and support.